I love a quesadilla. To me, quesadillas are a lot like pizza. You can do anything with them. So today we're gonna make a poblano and sweet potato quesadilla that's just wonderful. First thing I'm gonna do is throw these poblanos on the grill so that they can char. Now what I'm looking for with those poblanos is a wonderful black charring all over, and then I'll stick them in a Ziploc bag so they can sweat just a little bit, and then I'll pull off that skin. Now while I'm doing that, I'm going to take 3 roasted sweet potatoes, and I just roasted them in the oven. You can do them on the grill. Now they'll get kind of soft, but you can underdo them a little bit, but not much. You don't want your sweet potatoes to be crunchy, but they can be a little less mushy. I kind of like mine a little mushy in this. Now the wine I'm gonna serve with this today is a rosé, and I love the way this rosé works with this. This recipe has a little bit of spice because of the poblanos, but if you've ever used poblanos, you know that sometimes they're spicy and sometimes they're not. So just go with the flow on this one. It works great with spicy poblanos, and it also works great with sweet bell peppers or green bell peppers. You're just kind of going for some chunks, 3/4 to an inch. You can even chop them up finer if you want to make a thinner quesadilla, but I like a nice thick quesadilla. Okay, let's make a little sauce that's going to go on our sweet potatoes, black beans, and peppers. So what I like to do is take a little bit of olive oil, and it just depends on how much dryness you have in your sweet potatoes. If you've got a nice wet sweet potato, you don't want to overdo it on the olive oil, so I'm gonna go with maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons in this. If I was using the skins, I would throw in just a little more so that I get that nice moisture on the skin. And then I'm gonna add to that some cumin and coriander. I love these 2 flavors together. They're just fantastic. A little bit of dried oregano and some paprika. Now, if you want, you can use a smoked paprika in this. For me, I really prefer on this particular one to just do a regular paprika, but it's all a matter of what you're gonna serve with it and what flavors you enjoy. Then I'm gonna take a can of black beans that I've rinsed really well and drained, and I'm gonna put that into my sweet potatoes. And now let's give this little sauce a stir. So wonderful. And I want to add just a little salt and pepper, just a little mix in this because I didn't salt any of the sweet potatoes or the peppers. So just about, half teaspoon mixed together. So a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. All right, that's all ready. Let's see where we are on our poblanos. Now remember, when you roast peppers, you don't have to have every little piece charred. Sometimes that will actually burn the flesh, but just get as much char on as you can. So as I let these rest and cool just slightly, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my filling. Now what I wanna do is take, about a 1/2 cup of cilantro. And this is freshly chopped cilantro. I'm just gonna put that in. And I have just a little more than 1/2 cup here because I wanna use just a touch for my garnish. I'm gonna save that back. And then I wanna take an avocado. Now, to look at an avocado and find out if it's ripe, you want to pull back that little piece that's in the top, the little stem. If the avocado is brown underneath, it has already started to decay, to just kind of go bad. If it's overly green, it's not quite ready. And if it's just slightly green, it's really ready for you. And you want to make sure that you have just a little bit of give in your avocado. Now I'm just gonna chop up 1/2 of an avocado for this right now because I wanna save that other 1/2 of the avocado as a garnish. So let's put that in. And then let's pour all of our great sauce right over top. I'm just gonna stir through a little bit because I still want to stir in my delicious poblanos. Now let's see where they are. This is great. So they've cooled just a little bit. It doesn't take long. And then what we want to do is peel back this skin. as best we can. Just kind of pull that off. And I'm just going to run my knife right up through so that I can chop this, take out all the seeds, and get off the rest of that skin. My poblanos are now in my mixture. I just want to give that a nice stir, and then I'm going to add the last ingredient that really sets it off, some lime juice. That little bit of acid really pulls all of our flavors together in the wine and in the quesadilla. Make sure that you're getting all of your goodness in that. So I've got some beans, I've got some avocado, sweet potatoes, poblanos. And what you want to do is just coat one side of the tortilla, because remember, with quesadillas we're going to fold those over so that they're filled semicircles. And if your sweet potatoes are softer, this works even better, because if your sweet potatoes are hard, they will be jumpers. They'll come right out of your tortilla. Now let's add a little bit of a Mexican blended cheese. And I like to just get a blend that has a little cheddar, a little bit of Monterey Jack, maybe some queso in it. We're going to fold that over. Now that's ready to go on the grill. I'm just going to rub it with a little bit of oil and pop it right on there. Okay, it looks great, and I think it's ready to plate. Let's just move it to our board. You see those beautiful cross hatch marks? Gorgeous quesadilla. Now I just want to get all my garnish ready. So I've just put a few little slice marks in my avocado. So I can just pull out those slices and they will be perfectly ready to put on my quesadillas. And I've got my onion ready. I've got a little lime that I just want to wedge. There we go. I've got some sour cream. Oh, this is going to be delicious. So let's give this a little cut. So usually when I do quesadillas, I cut them in fours. But of course you can do anything you'd like. And you notice I kind of try to keep it together just a little bit in those middle cuts so it doesn't completely fall apart. Now let's put it on our plate. Nice little hint of red in there, a little green onion, a wedge of lime, a touch of cilantro, and then let's lay in one piece of our avocado. Oh, it looks beautiful. Now we want to give it a little taste with this delicious wine. So again, beautiful rosé. And when you're trying to pair something sweet, you want to go for something that's fruity, juicy. This definitely is. Oh yeah, now let's try it with our quesadilla. That is so good. You can see the crosshatch on the top and the bottom. It's a beautiful quesadilla, a wonderful pairing.